Now, this may seem obvious, but what I wanted to do here was show what a good signage plan looks like, and then compare and contrast that to what's been put up in place on Lilyfield Road between Catherine Street and the Rozelle interchange. Now, what makes a detour easy to follow? Well, the first thing is you've got good wayfinding signage all the way. And what are the qualities of good wayfinding signage? Well, the first is plenty of signage. You can't get around that. If you've got lots of signs, it's a lot harder to go wrong. The second thing, though, is that those signs are well placed, and they're placed in line of sight. And along this detour, what you're going to see is all the signs are placed on the ground. The tallest sign is, I guess, no taller than hip height. They're all down around knee height, and they're easy to see. They're not put 12 feet up a pole. And the last thing is, as you pass one sign, you can most of the time see the next sign that you're heading towards. So there's absolutely no confusion about where you're supposed to go. And every single corner, every bend, every intersection has a sign pointing you in the direction you have to go in. So let's just run through this one and have a look at it. Now, I tried reversing this footage, but it didn't work, so we're going to have to run through this looking at it from the rear camera. And you can see here we've got detour signage at this location, and I'm sure that if I had gone up that street to the right, I would have seen yet more detour signs as I went up there. Now, this is a long straight road with no intersections or bends or anything like that, so you don't need to have any signage along here really pointing you going straight ahead to keep going up there. But if this was, say, a kilometre long, then I would expect there to be some signs along here with an arrow pointing straight ahead, so you'd know that you're still on the right track. Now, as we go around this bend, what do we see? A nice clearly marked detour sign. It's down where you can see it, and the other good thing is you can see this sign from a long way off. This has been well placed, so the sight line to this sign, well, you can almost see it. Well, in fact, you can see it from where this sign is. And if we look up so we see this detour sign here, and as we go forward, we then see the next one up the hill. And as we continue down a bit further, we then come to the next set of detour signs. Now, it's a slight bend here. You can just see the sign there. Again, it's really good visibility, because as you leave this particular signage here, go around that slight bend, there's the sign in front of you. There can be absolutely no mistaking whether you're on the right path or not, and it would be very difficult to get lost here. So it just shows that the quality and the quantity of the signage makes a huge difference,